I can't believe I'm saying this, but we've decided to get pregnant. I never thought, like, coming to Korea, I never even thought I would be getting married. Not to talk about getting pregnant and becoming a mother. Oh my god, like, it's like, girl, I met my husband within 9 months of being here. We got married, we've been so happy, we bought a house, we've remodeled everything, and I feel like life was hurtling in one direction. I was like building a business, I was just thinking about like, let's make money, you know, live fast, die young, bad girls do well. That was the whole mindset and trajectory that I was on. And I had this moment where I just was forced to slow down. I ended up having surgery. I decided I was going to take a hiatus for like a month. During that time, hubby and I started like doing a lot of soul searching and like talking to each other about what we really wanted in life. And having a baby was always one of those things, but I feel like it was something that felt like it was so far away. We realized like, now is the time, girl. The ideal situation would be realistically to get pregnant in summer so that we can then have a spring 2027 baby. Sorry, every time I say that, I'm like, what? I cannot believe it. We are now officially in our pregnancy prep period. So I'm starting a little bit earlier than hubby because I wanted a little bit of time to do a pre-pregnancy diet, lose a little bit of weight, make a safer, healthier environment for baby. So here is to a very uncomplicated pregnancy. We are currently on our way to Baby House, which is a big kind of like everything you need for your baby type of store. We're really keen to go just to see like what is out there and also like what is the price of everything. There are car seats going for well over $1 million. There are prams, strollers going for $2 million. And I had a realization at that moment, like we need to know what we're in for. Like it's very hard to budget when you don't know what to expect at all. 마음이 어때? 잘 모르겠어? 그냥 아직 생각 못했지? 이렇게 열고 안에는 뭐 세척기 하고 드라이 하고 그 다음에 소독하는 거지. 올인원 하는 거야. 이거 뭐지? 아 이것도 이거는 소독기. 딱이 그거 네 미래야. 그치? 그렇게 앞으로 그래서 여기 안에 아기 들어가는 거지. 무거워?
아니?
편해?
가방 든 느낌.
아니 근데 진짜 하나도 안 무거워. 편하고 많은 거 할 수 있고 스쿼트도 하고. 스쿼트? 그래서 이런 거 좀 괜찮은데 조금 더 예쁜 걸로. So I just got back from the women's hospital and I can't lie, I've kind of come back from the hospital feeling worse than I felt when I actually went there. I went to go get my fertility tests because the Korean government offers this benefit and a bunch of other benefits to married couples where you can get before pregnancy tests to check on things like sperm count, ovarian function, and whether or not there might be any issues with getting pregnant. My husband had like the most amazing results. What if I'm the one that lets down the team? And I know my husband would never think about it like that. He's always so supportive with me, but I've had an ovarian cyst before. I'm always in struggleville when it comes to stuff with my ovaries and my uterus. And when I got to the hospital, everybody was so nice. Like the staff were so kind and so supportive and so nice to me that like it did really help all my nerves because I went on my own because hubby's working. We did an ultrasound to look at my ovaries and my uterus, and then they also take blood to do, I think, what they call like an AMH blood test. So the blood test results are not going to come out for another week, but the ultrasound results, the doctor discussed them with me immediately. And he was like, oh, did you know that you have like a benign tumor in your uterus? And I was like, So yeah, basically I have a 3-centimeter fibroid, and the doctor seems to think it's not a big deal. It's not that big, the position where it is. He doesn't think it's going to be an issue for pregnancy, but he did say that if it grows bigger to like 5 centimeters, then I would have to have surgery. There's just so many thoughts in my head right now, and now I'm like, okay, well, if I have a fibroid, what are my ovarian age results gonna come back as? I'm crying again. I feel like I'm messaging you crying way too often these days. I'm crashing out. Literally, like, I'm crashing out. Okay, my time of the month started like literally minutes ago, and at the same time the hospital sent me the results of my AMH blood test, which is the test that tells you about your ovarian function, and it basically boils it down to an age for your ovaries. And my ovary age came out as 39 to 40 years old. Can you see that even? I'm 32. I've been just really spiraling over the anxiety and the fear that if we struggle to conceive, that I will 1000% blame it on myself and I'll feel like it's my fault. I spent so long thinking that I didn't care about whether I got pregnant, whether I had kids or not. I didn't even think I was gonna get married, you know? After getting married and after feeling the security of being in a relationship with such a wonderful man like my husband, something changed, you know? Like a switch flipped in me, and I just became so excited to become a mom. And now I feel kind of like I left it too late, you know? I feel like I don't think regret is the word. I don't really know what's the right word, but I feel something weird in me. Is it guilt? Is that the right word? You know, I feel something bad looking at the results of that test and realizing that like I could really struggle to conceive, or we could not. And actually we could get it on the first try, you know? But if we don't, or if we can't, I think I'm gonna be so sad. These 3 and this little pouch are my daily vitamins. I've got an omega-3. I've got a coenzyme Q10. And then this one is inositol, but it's also like a multivitamin. So it has folate, magnesium, probiotics, alpha CD. It has all the vitamin Bs. This combination together is pretty much based off my research, everything that I actually need to be taking in order to be healthy. I'm really hoping that this is going to make a difference to our fertility journey and how many tries that it takes us to actually get pregnant. So the pregnancy books finally came. These are literally like pregnancy Bibles, like A to Z of everything to do with pregnancy. And I actually ended up getting one from like Korea in Korean, and then one that looked pretty popular on Amazon in English, because I just realized like as a first time mom and as first time parents, there's really so much that we don't know. There's so many words, there's so much vocabulary. Just like talking through some of the Korean vocabulary with my Korean husband, I've realized that there's so many words that even he doesn't know, because I guess you would never know them until you're like pregnant or getting pregnant. Also, I wanted to be sure that I was like on top of the cultural differences. So this Korean book, it's been a bestseller for like 20 years, and it's got like everything from like advertisement to like information. I've written like so much on here. And then the English book is kind of similar, honestly. It's just in English, and it's based more on like, I guess, the American system. It's also illustrated, which I love. It's such an exciting time for us, because as first-time parents, like everything is new, everything's exciting, but it's also like very, very overwhelming, I would say, because, you know, I don't really feel like I have that many people that I can talk about this journey with. And I think that's probably probably part of why I'm starting this series in the first place. I trust you guys and I love you guys so much as this community that we've built together. And so I'm really excited to share this journey with you. I'm also so open to like advice and thoughts from current mamas or aspiring mamas, or I'm excited at the idea of finding even more community and friendship and finding a village, even if it's online, through this series. And hopefully this will be a digital scrapbook that my husband, myself, and even our baby, or babies, can look back to and just be reminded of what a special journey this was for us both. I'm excited.